Okay, we're gonna go through the 12 cranial nerves, and we'll start right here. That's the biggest one, and it's the olfactory nerve. And I remember that because it's the biggest one, so it looks like a factory to me. So the olfactory nerve. And the olfactory nerve has two parts. You have the olfactory bulb, which is this top part right here, and then your olfactory tract. The next one is your optic nerve. And your optic nerve has tracts that come up from your eyes, and when your optic tracts cross, that makes your optic chiasm. And then you go down to the next one, which would be your oculomotor, and it's right underneath your pituitary gland in that same area. The next ones down would be your trochlear, and they're usually the long skinny ones. On some models they come all the way up around, and they're in different spots on all different kind of models. Just remember that they're the long skinny ones that are usually in this area. Okay, we're going to move to this other model to get a better picture of the rest of the brain. Okay, right here we have our trigeminals, and they're on the sides, and usually your trochlear would come up right before your trigeminal. And if you could see deeper into the tissue, you would be able to see the three branches of the trigeminal that spread throughout your face, and they look like little gems to me, so I remember trigeminal. And then the next one's over. The ones right in the middle here are your abducens nerves. The next ones down laterally are your facial nerves, and right underneath the facial nerve is your vestibulocochlear nerve. And I remember these three because they go in alphabetical order. You have your abducens, facial, and vestibulocochlear. Now we have these two wings. Right after these, we're going to start on the bottom wing. And this bottom wing is split up into two. And the anterior part is called the glossopharyngeal nerve. Right behind that is your vagus nerve, which leads up to your accessories nerve. And I remember that because when you come from Vegas, you usually end up having a lot of accessories. And it kind of looks like the little bow on top, or the necklace on the neck. So I remember that as your accessory nerve. And then you go right up here to the top wing, and that's your hypoglossal nerve. So really fast, we'll go through them all as a review. Olfactory nerve, olfactory bulb, olfactory tract, optic nerve, optic tract, optic chiasm, oculomotor, and then your trochlears would come up round right out here, long skinny ones. Your trigeminals, abducens, facial nerve, vestibulocochlear. Then you have your glossopharyngeal nerve, your vagus nerve, your accessory nerve, and your hypoglossal nerve.